My name is Jody Love, and I'm President and CEO of the Healthy Bourbon County Action Team. One of our most recent success stories would be one of our placemaking projects that we had in Bourbon County and specifically in Fort Scott. So what we did is we just did some intentional conversations and had several community forums that were over on the east side of town. And the first forum we held at the fire department there were a lot of top priorities that came up out of that conversation. The people that lived over in that community, they wanted to have pride in their space. They wanted to have safe places where people could come together and congregate. And ultimately, out of all these public forums, it was brought that they wanted to have, a park, and they wanted to be able to enjoy it safely, and it could be accessible. From that too is we didn't want to just have public forums and surveys, because we did lots of surveys too. We wanted people who are going to be impacted by these discussions to be directly involved in the planning and process and implementation of these projects too. So we had a steering committee that was made up of community members, leaders, and City of Fort Scott wasn't heavily involved. But then we also had residents with real lived experience on the committee too. So from that steering committee kind of took the information from these public forums and from these surveys and from the one-on-one conversations that they had with people, and they developed these plans, and then they would take these draft plans back to these public forums and say, what do you think, and get feedback. And so we feel like that placemaking project really truly had, the people with lived experience were part of that conversation, part of that development. And so today we have this beautiful park that's called 3rd Street Park. The park now is accessible. You're able to take a concrete stairs from the bottom of the hill all the way to the top. We had to make sure that the huge hill, the stairs weren't going to be impeding the sledding when the snow comes. At the very top, there's a nice pavilion that was there before that we were able to help bring to life, and some playground equipment. Partnerships and collaboration in this work are just key. This work is hard. To think that we all have the same goals and that we all want the same quality of life and economic growth, that we want access to physical activity, and we want access to healthier food options and commercial tobacco cessation. But it's sometimes just not easy to get everybody on the same page. So I think that one of the lessons learned from that situation is that you're going to have some pushback, no matter what you're doing or how amazing you think that your project is. So it was great for me as a leader that's been through it before to help bring in our new executive director, Rachel Carpenter, who spearheaded this entire project, and help her through some of those, comments on social media that may not be super supportive of the project, and just explaining that, that's great that they're passionate about it. That means that they care, right? And so, just making sure that we are not making decisions based off of one or two naysayers, and that we really do follow the process, and that we believe in the process.